Okay. Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Make that a little brighter. Make this music a little lower so I can hear myself think. Hi, Nicolette. Ooh, a special appearance from G. Hi, angels. Ah. Oh God, please tell me I refilled my water bottle. Yes. I woke up with a song in my heart, and I'm just excited to see you all. What's new? What's going on? What's happening? My life is kind of in overdrive right now because I've got so much shit to do and going on. I've started to leave little cryptic post-it notes for myself everywhere on things to do. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Oh, you're sweet, G. You know I'm a bad influence and I'll tell everybody to shave their heads, you know. I'm like, why not? What's the problem? Well, if I'm the undercut fairy, you're the baby bang fairy. So, you know, there's a balance. There's a balance here. I have to share something with you guys. Yeah, Renee, everything's happening at the same time. Okay, so as you guys know, I'm going to a festival it's in like a week and a half now. And I'm doing everything. I'm performing, I'm hanging out, I'm doing all the things. Anyways, I went digging through my costume treasure trove because I was like, I feel like there's a costume in there that I haven't worn in a while that would be really awesome at one of these shows I'm doing. So at this, but I need a better song for this moment. Okay, there we go. So I went digging through my little treasure trove and I found this piece. Well, it's a top and a skirt combo that my friend Dusty made. How did I forget I owned this? Look at this shit. It's like an oil slick sequin studded titty top with matching hip cutout skirt. Look at this shit. Do you see this? Like I said, hip cutouts, and it's studded. So my little chicolinis are going to be hanging out the sides. I'm so excited. And it's a train skirt. It's got a train. So as I'm walking around, it's going to fucking drag. Ah! Bark, bark, bark indeed, y'all. Anyways, so I'm really excited to wear this fucking little number again. So I'm just gonna put it back here to just hang out behind us. Okay, I will just talk to you guys all day like you're literally on FaceTime with me. So here's my plan for today. Because in my shows, not in the one I'm doing this like skirty bit, I'm just gonna wiggle and waggle my bits around. In my like main stage piece, I'm gonna be doing a lot of like standing balancing work. So I do wanna work on some standings and balancings. In particular, some dancer's pose and working a little mermaid action. That's my plan. That's what we're gonna do today. You're gonna do Tracy Lynn's balance training crash course. Sound good? Oh, I'm excited. You know what's funny is I've been training it on one side, so it'll be real smart to do it on the other side. All right, let's do the thing since I've been yapping for 10 minutes. I haven't moved my mat yet. It's out of frame. Let's go scoot it. Let's go scoot it together. Also, I'm still in my slippies. Also, I'm approaching 1 year on these slippers. I bought these at the Walmart in the Mojave Desert, which if you're not familiar with the Mojave Desert, there's nothing there except desert and some trains and probably methamphetamine. So I'm thinking maybe this year I'm going to re-up on my slippies and lay these to rest. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, here's what I think we're gonna need because balance, I think, is going to require some opening for our hips. I'm gonna grab some blocks. Wow, I really got just a whole bunch of bullshit over here. I got a block here, I got a block over there. Here a block, there a block. Everywhere, a block. Also, so that the YouTube gods are kind to me, I'm gonna kill the music, if it wasn't killed already. All right. Here's how we're going to start. Let's start on all fours, since I'm here on my hands and knees. Let's start by bumping our hips from right to left. All right, and then we're going to do some articulating tabletop work through cat-cow. So I want you to start by curling your tailbone underneath, rolling yourself into a contracted position, and then start with the chin. Take the chin forward, chest, belly, and hip. Again, hip, belly, chest, chin, chin, chest, belly, hip. One more time. Good, let's smooth that out. And we're going to add a forwards and backwards motion. So rolling in, contracting, unfurling and moving back. Both motions are going to be initiated by our hips. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Widen your knees out, sit back towards your hips, or sit your heels. Let me fucking try saying words again. Sit your hips back towards your heels. There we go, I figured it out, how to speak English today. But I want you to really work in an active arm position. So I'm up on my little witchy fingertips, yeah, my little spellcaster hands. And then we'll walk our hands over towards the left-hand side, So we're stretching out through the right. Good, let's walk it through center. Same thing, other side. Ooh, hello. All right, let's bring ourselves back to center. I want you to walk yourself back a little bit and take any type of anterior tilt out. So that means you're kind of like spilling forwards. I want you to pull your tailbone back so that you're using your core for this. We'll take our left arm, sweep it around the side, reach the right arm up and back, sweep around to the other side. Good. Now, as we're going side to side, there's this really slight change in the spine. When I'm in this like side end point, there's going to be a little bit of curve in your spine. When we sweep around, a little contraction. Now, if you're feeling adventurous, for these last couple, maybe you want to lift up your hips. So a camel sweep. Good, we'll do one more over to the left. One more over to the right. We'll take it back through the middle. And then let's go into downward facing dog. Lift your hips. All right, I don't know about you, but my hamstrings feel like absolute garbage. So let's take a moment to pedal out our legs. Maybe you want to shift your hips around. All right, we'll settle into the middle. I want you to lift your heels, bend your knees, look to the front, breath in. Exhale, lengthen out through the legs, downward facing dog. Good, lift the heels, bend the knees, see the front. Lengthen out the legs, downward facing dog. Let's move on this next one. Lift, bend, take a step. Hang heavy. Thumbs go into opposing elbow creases. You can swing it out. All right, now let's keep the bend into the left knee. Left hand stays to the floor, or you can find a block. Right arm reaches up. We'll take a little twist. Good, hands come down, switch. I did not secure my hair today, so I'm gonna be in the hair forest all class. All right, hands come down, roll up. One fun thing if you're in the dramatic hair forest, hair flips. Reach your arms up, inhale, breath. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Again, inhale, sweep the arms up. And with your exhale, forward fold. Hinge from the hips, work down. Halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, and let's move through your high to mid plank. Good, upward facing dog. And with your exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips. All right, let's elevate just our right leg, open up the hip, bend into your knee. Wow, massive pop out of my left leg there. You can take some circles through the right hip. We'll square off, lengthen through the leg, draw knee to nose, step into your low lunge position. Now I want you to dip the hip down towards the floor, taking a breath in, and exhale, step your left foot next to the right. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up to standing, inhale, breath. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Good, inhale, reach your arm up. With your exhale, bring hands back to heart center, but also lift up your left leg so you're balanced on your right foot. Now this is just a really super basic balance, right? We're just feeling the elevation. We're activating into the hip flexor and into your quadriceps, okay? Last 3, last 2, and 1. Start to lean forward, bend your standing leg, and try to step back as quietly as you can. Let's add in a twist. Right arm reaches up, so low lunge twist. With your exhale, bring hands down to the floor and extend through the right leg. Rebend into your front knee. Make space to step or extend right foot back. Chaturanga. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left leg lifts. Open up your hip, bend into your knee. Again, you can take some circles. Oi. All right, let's bring the left knee towards your nose, step through to low lunge. Give your hip one dip down towards the floor. And then exhale, step right foot next to left. Halfway lift, inhale breath. Exhale, fold. Rise to standing, inhale breath. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come to heart center, lift up your right leg. Now again, we're hanging out in this balance. Tracy's we're just gonna do a little sloppy bun in the back. It's a little dirty, so we'll see how long it wants to hold. Okay, let's take a breath in here. And with your exhale, start to hinge forward, extend your right leg back, lower the right foot to the floor. Add in your twist. And then take the hands down to the floor. You can step back, extend back, high to mid plank. Wow, elbows pop in, everything's snappy. All right, we're gonna go through that kind of funky sun one more time, but add on some extra pieces, okay? So let's go right leg lifting again. Open up your hip, bend into your knee. Option to lower your left forearm down to the ground. Nice. All right, let's pull knee to chest, left elbow lift, step through low lunge. Inhale, open up the front of the hip. Exhale, step left foot forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up to standing. Inhale, breath. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Left leg lifts. Good, all right, now let's start to open up the hip out to the side. And we're gonna see about creating tree position. So sole the foot to the inner thigh. Good, hands can stay at heart center. They can reach up. Hold last 3. Good, last 2. And 1. Let's release the foot from the inner thigh. Same thing, I want you to hinge forward and try to keep that external rotation so that you can step back into a warrior 2. Right arm forwards, left arm back. Now turn right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, find your reverse warrior. Exhale, take it down to a low lunge twist. Left hand to the floor, right arm up. Good, hands come down, lengthen through the right leg, hamstring stretch. I feel like I forgot this on the other side, so we'll do an extra long one, I promise. All right, rebend into your front knee, step or extend back, high to mid plank. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Open up your left hip. Good, for extra depth, right forearm comes down, so you're in your asymmetrical dog. Okay, let's bring ourselves back up. Step through into your low lunge. One time, open up the front of the hip. Exhale, step to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, fold. Rise to standing, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Balance on your left foot, lift up the right. Now start to open up the hip out to the side, making your tree pose, however you want to do it. Good, arms can reach up. Hold 3, hold 2, and 1. Keep the external rotation in the right hip, release the foot off. Take that nice slow step back, open up, Virabhadrasana 2. Left palm flips, reach up and over, reverse. Exhale, take it down to your low lunge twist. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands down to the floor, hamstring stretch. All right, hopefully we're feeling more balanced out there. Let's come back forward. Step back, high to mid plank. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's take a little break. Knees come down. Water. I'm really glad I took a rest day yesterday, full and complete. But I'm still feeling a little sleepy. All right. Now we're going to start to work a little bit deeper into our legs here, and we'll do some prep also for our dancers' work. So we are going to need to stretch our quadriceps. If for whatever reason you feel like you need something more, cushy, beyond just your mat for your knees, you can absolutely do that. Okay? All right, let's meet in our downward facing dog. We'll take a breath in here, and we'll take a breath out. Let's lift up our heels, bend our knees, see the front, and let's travel to the front. You can step or take a hop. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise to standing. Inhale, breath. Exhale, chair position. Bend into your knees, sit on back. Let's warm up our thighs with some body weight pulse squats. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up to standing. Pedal out your legs. All right, let's keep our right heel up. Go back down into that squat position. Let's do 8 more. 2, hold on 1. Now listen, I want you to try to lift up your left heel and lower it back down to the floor. Lift, lower. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both heels down. Again, reset. I'm sorry, I'm being a bitch. Okay, left heel up. Again, get down in it. Pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold low. Right heel up and down. Left heel stays in place. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, both heels down, rise all the way up to standing. And with your exhale, forward fold, take it down. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, or if you want to, you can hop back. I try to always land with my elbows bent. Downward facing dog. Okay, right leg lifts. Open up your hip, bend into your knee. Once more, you can go for a moment in your asymmetrical. All right, let's go knee to nose, step through into your low lunge position. I'm gonna grab my blocks because I really want to be upright. Now we're gonna take some time to floss. And when I'm flossing, I'm really trying to be upright when I'm opening up the front of my hip. And I'm trying to be nice and deep and compressive when I'm stretching out my hamstring. Now you can do this with your back knee on the floor and keep that same kind of intentionality in your body when you go between those two shapes. All right, the next time you're in a hamstring stretch, let's add on a twist. Great, imagine sending your hip towards the back of your mat. That'll help you square as well. 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back forward into your lunge or bent knee position. Now, if your knee is on the ground, let's take a moment in an active lunge, and we're going to get a little bit lower. In addition to that, I want to make some space. So I'm going to heel toe my right foot wider so that my torso can get to the inside here. Active lizard lunge, 8 more seconds. And then we'll take that knee back to the floor and see what's going on with your quads. All right, knee comes down. Here's how I like to start things off. Just taking a couple of bends, seeing how awful it feels. All right, I'm feeling ready. I'm gonna reach back. Ooh, my chest really needs to open up as well. You can also do this twisted. It's really like a personal preference thing, in my opinion. But the only reason why I was suggesting reaching back with same arm, same foot is because that's traditionally how we do our dancer's pose. All right, let's release the left foot. Bring yourselves back in. Woo, lengthen out your right leg for a hot second. And then let's come forward, back into, or come, back to like a more neutral position in our lunge. And we're gonna come up to a high crescent shape position. Good, take a breath in. Exhale, sweep the arms back, lean forward. Again, inhale, reach up. Open twist, right arm back, left arm forwards. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, sweep the arms back, lean forward. Maybe take a moment to take off, finding your airplane style warrior 3. Good, bend your standing leg, step back, high crescent. Exhale, open twist, right arm back, left arm forwards. Inhale, exalted, Right hand to your left hamstring, left arm reaches up and back. Beautiful, bring it all the way up. Cartwheel the arms through into warrior two. We're getting close. I know we're doing a lot of tough shit here from the jump. Inhale, find your reverse warrior. Good, exhale, side angle. Inhale, find reverse triangle, straighten through the front leg. Right arm reaches up and back. Good, with your exhale, let's bring ourselves all the way back down into our lunge position. We'll work our low lunge twist once more, or you have the option to go into a side plank, modified or full, up to you. Now, yes, this is strength. Yes, this is coordination. Yes, it is balance. 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourselves through, high to mid plank, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, let's take our knees down. I need a little reset between both sides. I got a case of the Mondays, y'all. Okay, so that's our blueprint for both sides, all right? All right, let's come back into our downward facing dog after I take a sip of this water. All right, left leg lifts. Hip opens, knee bends. Once more, you can go for your asymmetrical down dog with the right forearm on the floor. Beautiful, let's square off. Send it through into your low lunge and find your blocks. Let's floss. This is really good because honestly, I've been needing just a really deep hip stretch. All right, next time we're in our hamstring stretch, let's add in a twist. Left arm reaches up. Really good. All right, we'll bring ourselves back forwards and let's get set up for our quad stretch. So we'll take a couple bends. Activate the hamstrings. I'm going to go for a little same arm, same leg combo. And then I'm going to go for my wider twisted version. Okay, let's release that. We'll bring our left foot back into the middle, and we'll come up into our high crescent position. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, sweep the arms back, lean forward. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, open twist to the left. Good. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, sweep back. Option to take off. Find your balance. Airplane style warrior 3. Good. Let's step back. Arms back up into your crescent, open twist. And then let's go exalted. Left hand, right hamstring, right arm reaches up and back. Three, 2, and 1. Let's sweep through into our warrior 2. Inhale, find your reverse. Exhale, find your side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, bring it down to your low lunge. Low lunge twist. All right, now you can stay here. Step back into your side plank modified, or go for your full side plank. Good. Strength through the arms, strength through the shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. High to mid plank. Upward facing. And with your exhales, downward facing. All right. Let's get your knees down towards the floor again and take a little break. All right. I do want to get us a bit deeper into some back bends really quick. So we're going to do them from the floor. Then we're going to try some standing stuff, okay? We got it. All right. Let's come all the way down to our tummies. We'll take a little wiggle of our hips from side to side. Make sure we're feeling good in the low back. Now, some of these may feel uncomfortable for the low back. If that's ever the case, just know one of my favorite things to do, excuse me, very burpy, is to take a couple of like pelvic tucks and glute squeezes. Usually that helps reset my muscles a little bit. So know that that's totally an option. All right, we're gonna start in Sphinx. So elbows are down on the floor, your forearms are making an 11 shape, right? Heart space is reaching to the front. Try to activate the muscles, not just of your low back, but also your upper back. So think about retracting the shoulder blades. This is really good work for your posture. So goblin back kids, rejoice. Here for 3, last 2, and 1. Let's push into the hands, lift up our elbows if you're feeling a little feisty today. Good, maybe you feel like walking those hands back a little bit. Again, lots of gluteal activation here. 3, 2, and 1, take it down. Let's go all the way flat. Wiggle out your hips. Okay, we're gonna work half frog or Ardha Bakasana. So I'm gonna keep my left forearm running parallel to the front edge of my mat. I'll bend my right knee. I'm gonna reach back and over to grab the inside of my foot, right? So my palm is facing out and away from me. Now I'm going to try to bring my hip back down to the floor. Great. Take a moment, try to kick up first. This is more like a half of a floor bow for a second. And then return the thigh to the ground and try to push your heel down towards your butt. Good, my elbows are still pointing up. I'm kind of rotating my shoulder down. This is also one of my favorite shoulder stretches. All right, let's release, and we'll do that on the other side. So right forearm comes across, left foot comes towards you. I'm opening up to grab it, right? Why make your life harder? Make it easier. Palm of the hand goes to the inside of the foot. So your arm stays in this open position, okay? And try to go for a little lift. It's a bit of a smoosh on your hip bones and pubic bone. Good, return the thigh to the floor. See what can happen in frog world. What's going on in frogland? Okay, nice. Let's let that go. Again, all the way down to the floor. All right, we've got one more back bend here on the ground. We are going to officially go for a floor bow now. All right, so I want both heels to come in towards your butt now. Reach back. Palms are facing in now towards each other. Take a breath in. Exhale, kick the feet into the hands to lift up the chest. And then try to kick the feet up. Three, two, and one. Release down. Hands come by your side. Push yourself up into a tabletop shape. Walk the knees forward and sit your butt down onto your heels. Take a little contraction moment. Good, and then bring your hands to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Let's get through our last pieces now. Right leg lifts, hip opens, knee bends. Good, right knee taps right tricep, bring it around the side. Inhale, lift back up. Right knee taps left tricep, let's kick out. Fallen triangle, one of my favorites. Return the left hand down to the floor, spin onto the toes of your back foot. Pull this right leg out and underneath you, back into three-legged dog. Let's go knee to nose, step through into your low lunge position. Right away, let's bring it up into your high crescent. Exhale, sweep the arms back, lean forward. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, open twist. Good, bring it back up. Exhale, sweep the arms back, take off, warrior three. Beautiful, bring yourself all the way up to standing. Hug your left knee in towards your chest. All right, start to open up your chest towards the left-hand side and grab the inside of your left foot, bringing the leg behind you. So thumb is facing up. Dancer's pose, Natranjasana. Think about staying upright and lifted through the chest as you kick the foot into the hand. Right arm can lift. Good, you can stay right here, or you can take my offering for mermaid. Bringing my right hand to find my left toe, hooking my ankle into my elbow. I'm gonna go for an S grip here. This is a shape I'm gonna try to hit in my dance piece. We'll see. Woo! Hell yes. All right, let's release our dancers. Take a big step back again. Inhale, find your high crescent. Exhale, open twist, exalted. Exhale, bring it to warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, Trikonasana triangle pose. Breath in. Exhale, sweep around into your wide-legged fold. All right, let's work our way back to the front. Low lunge twist. Vashisthasana, side plank, or other variations you want to play with. Maybe a flip. Good, let's bring it around. High to mid plank. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Left leg lifts, hip opens. Tap left knee to left tricep. Inhale, lift back up. Left knee, right tricep, kick out to the side. Fall in triangle. Hand reconnects to the floor. Pull the left leg out from underneath you, back into your three-legged dog, knee to nose. Step through low lunge. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, back up. Exhale, open twist. Inhale, back up. Exhale, take off. Airplane style, warrior three. Inhale, rise up, single-legged mountain. Pull the knee in towards your chest. All right, let's go for our dancers. Grabbing the inside of the foot, keeping the chest upright. Good, to try for that mermaid style. I find I have an easier time with it if I'm bending my standing leg. All right, let's release. Whew. Back into your high crescent. Open twist to the left. I'm feeling worked. Inhale, find your exalted warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle. Breath in. Exhale, take hands down towards the floor. All right, take it back to the front. Low lunge twist. And then pick any little thing you want to do with your last side plank. All right, high to mid plank, last one. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. All right, tiptoe your way to the front, or as close as you can get towards the middle. Garland position. Heels up, knees out to the side. Round yourself forward, stretch out your back. Good, knees come down to the floor, toes together. Let's move a little bit through our chest. Some little Sufi grinds and a kneel. You guys did great. Reverse. Wow, how is it already that time? All right, here's what we'll do. Shift both feet off to one side, sit back, roll onto your back, hugging the knees in towards your chest. And let's go for Gomukhasana or figure four. So in our Gomu, right is over left, legs are crossed at the thighs, knees bend. If your thighs aren't able to cross like that, say you're blessed with some juicy legs, okay? Go for your figure four. Whatever feels like it's going to be the best hip opener for you today. We'll take a breath in and a breath out. All right, let's release this figure four, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. All right, let's release both legs up towards the ceiling. Happy baby. All right, let's bring it back in. A little twist, both knees over towards the left. Oh, my back wants to crack really bad. It's not cooperating right now. All right, bring it back through center. Same thing, twist, other side. All right, we'll bring it back to center and we'll lengthen out into our very last shape today. And we'll take these last 2.5 minutes in our Shavasana. right, let's take a deeper breath here. You can start to stretch out, move your body a little bit. Perhaps eventually working your way off to one side and pushing yourself all the way up to your seat. As always, friends, super grateful. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day and rest of your week. I'll only be teaching one other class this week. That'll be on Wednesday, our regular reset class. I'll be going to see a concert Thursday night, so I'm not willing to wake up early on Friday morning. And then the week following that, we'll have the same schedule. So I'll still teach my Monday and Wednesday. And then the following week, I'll take Monday off. Crazy. All right, guys. Thank you again. What a treat. Feeling fantastic, TBH. Love you. Love you so much. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Well, all right, lovelies. Take care of yourselves, hydrate, eat, do all the things that are necessary to be a functioning human being. And I look forward to seeing y'all next time. Oh, thanks, Destiny. My camera wants to focus on my other work in progress costume back there. My garage really is the little workshop right now. I just need some elves. I need some elves. All right, gang. I look forward to seeing you next time. Again, like I mentioned, this class will be on next week, but we will be off on the 29th. Love you all so much. See you next time.